16 days of no violence against women and children is currently underway, and Claire McFarlane is a rape survivor and founder of the NGO Footsteps to Inspire. While raising awareness and support for survivors of sexual violence, she's run over 3,500 kilometers of beach in 230 countries. She joins us now in studio. Claire, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us.
Yeah.
It sounds, on the one hand, like a very arduous journey that you're making, but how uplifting is it for you and the people you meet along the way?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm a rape survivor, so I'm using my story behind this journey as a catalyst to create dialogue. And what I've found is that people want to talk about sexual violence, they just don't know how to. And this way of using beach running to reach out and sort of create this little safe, non-confrontational way of talking about it has been amazing. I've been myself really surprised by the support that I'm getting on the journey.
Claire, you went through a very traumatic incident, and I don't mean to make you relive that, but clearly it made a massive mark on your life and on how you decided you were going to deal with this trauma.
Yeah, it did, yes. So I was raped when I was living in Paris in France. I was there as a student. Very violent, very brutal rape. I almost lost my life. And the really strange thing is that they didn't catch the man. He was a serial rapist. They had DNA. And remarkable, but 10 years later they caught him. And that's when my life really sort of fell apart, because I was then plunged into a justice system and a justice process. In France it's very long, it's very costly. The victim pays to put a perpetrator in jail. So 6 years it took. So my story only ended in October 2015.
So once you've been through this process and you're worn down by it, how do you decide to start an initiative of this kind that's going to uplift other people who've suffered the same kind of violence?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, in the 6 years that I had to go through court, I was plunged into some of the darkest times of my life. And I had to learn to heal and get out of that and get stronger. And I realized that the more I talked about it, actually the stronger it made me. And eventually I decided to open up publicly and share my story with others. I just wanted to actually highlight what was going on in France. And because we have this perception that sexual violence is handled better in other places.
Yes.
And then the most remarkable thing happened. All these survivors started sharing their stories with me, but from around the world. I had women, I had men, children, and that's where I realized that there was this power in storytelling and that there was this way that I could potentially use my story to help others.
So this is an amazing thing, because we've seen these lovely pictures of you. We've run them just a moment ago, and this is of you on the beach, and this beautiful athletic silhouette of you. But in between, of course, you're stopping to talk and you're stopping to listen to people.
Yeah.
So just talk to us about that process.
Absolutely. So before I even go into a country, I reach out to everyone there, so organizations, services, survivors, and I'm trying to sort of understand what's happening on the ground for a survivor in each country with regards to sexual violence. So there's this really wonderful, I suppose, support that I'm getting. I'm finding that people really want to talk about sexual violence. They just don't know how. And somehow through this beach running, it's creating this dialogue and this safe space to talk.
We must just quickly ask you, you're looking for a sponsor, aren't you? Because you've been funding it yourself up to now.
That's right. So I've been to 32 countries. I'd saved up enough to get to 20, but I got to 32, which was amazing. But now the reality for me is I need to find a sponsor.
All right. So here's one way that people can get more information on this. Footsteps to Inspire.org. That's on your screen right now. You can learn a lot more about Claire and her initiative on that website. She is the founder of Footsteps to Inspire. Claire McFarlane joining us in studio. To be part of this initiative, go to that link on the screen now.